Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Brooklyn Hine. We start tonight with developing news out of Sparta. A house fire turned fatal last night. The Sparta Area Fire District responded to a reported structure fire in the 2100 block of Julie Avenue around 7 p.m. last night, with the front of the structure fully engulfed with heavy fire. Crews initially were told everyone was out, but during a blitz attack and primary search, they located a person inside. The victim was pulled out and paramedics performed life-saving efforts at the scene, but the individual was later pronounced deceased. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. A new wave of violence in the Middle East following the U.S. and Israel's coordinated attacks on Iran with the aim of regime change. Iran has vowed to avenge their supreme leader's death. We're now learning 3 U.S. service members were killed during yesterday's operation and 5 more were seriously injured. Jen Sullivan reports on the growing violence.
Parts of Iran's capital under plumes of smoke Sunday as Israel launches a new wave of strikes on Tehran. You can see here people trying to flee the violence.
Combat operations continue at this time in full force, and they will continue until all of our objectives are achieved.
This comes a day after the U.S. and Israel launched a massive and coordinated missile attack designed to eliminate the Iranian regime and its nuclear program.
This is a decision of real leadership to remove such a threat and enable the world to breathe.
The strikes killed Iran's supreme leader, along with members of his family, Iran's defense minister, and other key military leaders. According to Iranian state media, hundreds of civilians were also killed, including at least 165 students whose school was hit by one of the U.S.-Israel strikes. Iran launching a wave of retaliatory strikes on U.S. military bases, targets in Israel and across the Middle East, vowing to avenge their supreme leader's death.
If President Trump didn't want to see Iran hitting back and pushing back, President Trump should have not started this war from the beginning.
Iranian missiles hitting this residential building near Jerusalem Sunday. The conflicts have rocked densely populated areas and damaged air hubs in the Middle East. This video showing smoke filling the Dubai airport.
We've seen wave after wave of Iranian missile and drone attacks. I think there's a very clear message on the part of the Iranians that no one is safe.
Oil shipments also disrupted. This tanker was struck in the Strait of Hormuz. About 20% of the world's oil travels through this major route between the Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
Responding to reports of deaths at the girls' school, a spokesperson for U.S. Central Command says, quote, "We take these reports seriously and are looking into them. The protection of civilians is of utmost importance," end quote. Iran says so far 200 people have died since the airstrikes began. And as we get updates, you can follow our continued coverage on air and online at News8000.com. In Texas, at least 2 are dead after a shooting in downtown Austin early this morning. Authorities say 14 other people were injured. 3 of those hospitalized are in critical condition. Authorities say the suspect fired a pistol at bar patrons from inside a car. The suspect then got out and started shooting people with a rifle. 3 officers returned fire, killing the male suspect. Investigators say there is evidence to suggest that the shooting might have a, quote, nexus to terrorism. Federal investigators are assisting local law enforcement. A travel alert for drivers starting tomorrow. Highway 35 reconstruction work will resume, happening between Sunnyside Drive and the La Crosse-Vernon County line. Motorists should expect lane closures. The project should wrap up by this November. Well, Nicole, spring is on its way, it sounds like.
Yep, finally. We've been waiting for this, especially after our taste that we had of it at the end of this last week with the one warm day on Friday. Then we had this chillier weekend, but temperatures are on the rise as we head into our first week of both March and meteorological spring. If we take a live look at radar, not a whole lot out there, some clouds, but after that, we have a lot of clear skies behind us, so it could get a little bit chilly as we go into the morning hours. High pressure situated just off to our east in and some snow and heavy rain far to our south. Otherwise, it's a pretty quiet night out there, and those quiet conditions will carry over into the morning as well. We're looking at lows in the upper teens and the low 20s. Some light winds. We're going to start off fairly sunny, but we will see more cloud coverage moving in a little bit later on in the day. That's not going to keep our temperatures down, though. We're still expecting high temperatures for your Monday to be climbing back to near normal again after our chillier weekend. They'll continue to rise then through the rest of the week, and we have a couple rain chances coming up as well. So with the temperatures and the rain, it's going to feel a lot like springtime out there, but I'll have a closer look at it coming up in a little bit.
Sounds good. Thank you, Nicole. Well, a record-breaking painting in Winona made its final appearance this weekend. News 8 Now's Jadius McGee joins us in the studio with the story. Jadius.
Yeah, today marked the final rewind of the historic panorama before the exhibit closes. At the Minnesota Marine Art Museum in Winona, a massive painting is drawing attention for both its size and its story. Measuring at 1,200 feet long, the Grand Panorama of a Whaling Voyage is the longest painting in the United States. To close out the exhibit, museum staff rewound the final section, allowing visitors to experience the artwork the way audiences did more than 175 years ago.
Over the course of the year, we've been able to make these panorama advancements open to the public, which is a really fun way to show the panorama in motion, how it was originally intended to be seen.
Completed in 1848, the painting was designed to be a visual experience, giving audiences a look at places around the world long before film existed. Museum leaders say its constant changing display made each visit a different experience.
This was a common form of entertainment, the panorama, that predated film or moving pictures. So you would go to a theater, you would watch the panorama scroll by, there would be narration and music and sound effects, and you would get to see something outside of the town that you lived in.
Now, staff say the painting will be returned to the New Bedford Whaling Museum. Reporting in the studio, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Jadius. The Coulee Region Immigration Task Force coming together for an evening of music and giving to support local immigrant students. Live music filled the Popcorn Tavern in La Crosse as performers took the stage. The event featured a 50-50 raffle, prize baskets, and a free taco bar sponsored by local restaurants.
Whether we're first generation, fifth generation, 10th generation, we all came from immigrants, and so we felt it was very important to help this group out and help immigrants coming to the area that are trying to better themselves and try to better our communities through learning.
Donations at the door help raise money for scholarship programs supporting immigrant students at UW-La Crosse and Viterbo University. The Derek Iverson Spring Fling is bringing high-speed ski racing and a heartfelt tribute to Mount La Crosse this weekend. The 23rd annual Invitational draws in some of the Midwest's best racers to what organizers call Wisconsin's premier racing destination. Athletes from across the tri-state region are competing in a festive end-of-season atmosphere with challenging courses, awards in multiple divisions, and plenty of family-friendly action on the hill.
It's a great way to celebrate the end of the ski season, as well as honor and remember Derek Iverson, who passed away 6 years ago. So it's always been a great time to celebrate ski racing and the love of skiing and the love of just being out in a winter sport in this late season.
Now, the event honors Derek Iverson, a beloved Mount La Crosse racer and coach. According to organizers, his talent, humor, and courage throughout a years-long battle with cancer left a lasting mark on the local ski community. The Toe Picks figure skating competition is hitting the ice in Onalaska, giving beginner skaters a chance to shine on a national-style stage. The event is open to any beginner skater who is currently enrolled in Registered to Learn to Skate USA program or is a full U.S. figure skating member. Competitors are skating in small groups, no more than 6 per category, with every participant leaving the ice with a medal.
You have kids who are 3 and 4 and have been on the ice for a while, and they're amazing, but then on the other side, you have adults who have been on the ice for a while or who are just starting, and everyone is just super encouraging about it and happy to be there, and it's wonderful.
Offered events include preliminary programs, compulsory skills, hockey elements, a spins challenge, jump challenge, and a freestyle showcase. Certainly a busy day for those skaters. Still to come, a classic game with Wisconsin roots passed on to the next generation. We'll bring you the imaginative game in this week's eyepiece after the break.
Maxwell White wants you to love your water. Preventative maintenance helps to keep the love going. Maxwell White can get your equipment running right so it can last longer and save you money. Call Maxwell White today. Water conditioning done right.
We're roasting 500,000 pounds of coffee a year, and we employ 85 people. But these tariffs are crushing us. And you're looking at $100,000 in tariffs right here. That's on top of all of our other supplies getting more expensive. We've had no choice but to raise prices. Congressman Derek Van Orden voted to support the tariffs, and he called them a success. It doesn't feel like success to me. All I see are higher prices. We need to tell Derek Van Orden, stop raising our costs.
Together, we're stronger.
Western works side by side with local employers to provide career-ready skills.
Together, we make a difference.
Western's 90-plus programs go hand in hand with today's job market.
Together, we're vital for our communities.
Our region's exceptional industries rely on Western grads. We're all in this together.
Together,
we are Western.
At Maxwell White, we want you to love your water. Clean and clear water free from bad taste and odors. The water professionals at Maxwell White will test your water and evaluate any existing equipment, providing the best solutions for you and your family. Call Maxwell White today. Water conditioning done right.
Dungeons & Dragons is a role-playing fantasy game which was actually invented in Wisconsin in the early 70s. Through this fun game, kids can learn teamwork, cooperation, math, and how to stretch their imagination. News 8 photographer Bree Gasper shows us how Dungeon Master Dusty Carls is teaching the next generation of gamers in this week's eyepiece.
See it kind of swoop down and again scream.
Dungeons & Dragons offers a unique experience for youth of all backgrounds to come and play together and work together collaboratively. We're away from screens for the most part. We try to make it in person and use their imagination to really tell all the stories. We really enjoy the stories that we get to tell, and a lot of times youth will go and tell those stories and let their friends know and build on some critical thinking and collaboration skills that they can take out into the world.
I got a little into it, and then I got a lot into it. Like, I started playing like mini campaigns with my friends. None of us really knew how to play the game, but like we played our own simplified version of it.
Rumors of the undead rising.
Some people prefer hand-to-hand combat. Some people prefer magic. I really like magic, but fighting is also pretty good.
Thor.
You gotta strategize in your head, like how is this gonna work out? And then you gotta remember, hey, the dice decides that, you don't. And I think for anyone who really likes fantasy, you should really get into Dungeons & Dragons.
Dusty's youth D&D sessions are on Saturdays, located at the Rivoli Arts District. More information can be found on the RAD website. We have more news ahead, but first.
Today marked the first day of meteorological spring, and even though some of us saw some heavy snowfall yesterday, we have much warmer and spring-like temperatures on the way this week. I'll have all the details coming up right after the break.
Don't miss Home's preferred customer event. Get up to an extra 15% off sale prices, plus 3-year special financing on your favorite furniture brands in bedroom, dining room, living room, and mattresses. The preferred customer event, only at Home Furniture.
Is your band ready to take off? It's time to Rock Onsen, a first-of-its-kind garage band competition for 7th to 12th grade Wisconsin students. Youth garage bands rock in Wisconsin. Put your licks and lyrics to the test and record a video of your best song. Then submit it at rockonsen.org along with your application. Registration is free. The top 10 garage bands statewide will compete at the state finals on a Summerfest stage. Apply now at rockonsen.org. Rock Onsen, Wisconsin.
I met my abuser when I was 10. He was my Sunday school teacher. At 18, I was pressured to marry him. Chris Taylor was the first person to stand up for me. She worked with both parties and with law enforcement to pass laws to protect survivors like me. Chris listened, and my abuser went to prison. On the Supreme Court, Judge Chris Taylor will continue to protect Wisconsin.
Judge Chris Taylor, protecting our rights, defending our freedoms.
Better hearing is a better life.
The service at Better Hearing Center couldn't be better. I know I have called many times and they always say, well, come on in. The Audibel hearing aid that I have is remarkable. I don't have any feedback. I don't even know if I'm wearing them. I have to feel to make sure I put them on in the morning because they're so comfortable. I highly recommend Better Hearing Center.
Better Hearing Center, 11th and Main on Alaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
I swear, you are single-handedly keeping this place in business.
Come on, I'm not here that often.
Ben, long time no see.
Hey.
She's joking. You were here yesterday. Good thing the BMO digital banking app groups your spending into categories like eating out.
Not here that often.
What's up, Ben? So it's easy to keep an eye on your money and see how you're tracking against a monthly budget.
Perfect. Can I get a slice of the bun, please?
Ben, it's good to finally put a face to the slice.
BMO. It's the preferred customer event at Home Sleep Express. Get up to 10% off sale prices on Prana Sleep and Thomas Cole Sleep. This Aurora Queen is just $8.99. Plus, get 3-year special financing. The preferred customer event, now at Home Sleep Express.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
The 32nd Annual Actor Awards were handed out tonight, honoring the best achievements in film and television performances for the year 2025. Sinners took home multiple awards. Michael B. Jordan won Outstanding Performance by a Male Lead. Jessie Buckley won Outstanding Performance by a Female Lead in Hamnet. And The Pit took home Outstanding Performance by an Ensemble in a Drama. Well, it sounds like warmer temperatures are on the way, which I am certainly happy about. We'll hand it over to meteorologist Nicole Skalicki for our full forecast.
Yeah, we are going to be on the rise all week long. Temperatures get a little bit warmer every single day that we go on this week, starting tomorrow. We had a bit of a chilly weekend, especially after the nice warm end to the week that we had on Friday. But now we're going to see temperatures returning back to near normal as we start the week off on Monday. Even though it's still a little bit chilly in the morning hours, it's tad closer to seasonable out there when we wake up for our lows. 18 degrees in La Crosse, 16 degrees in Eau Claire. It'll be mostly clear by the time we wake up in the morning, and that'll turn to mostly sunny skies to start the day off, but we will see more cloud coverage moving in a little bit later on the day. That'll hinder what we could have warmed to, but it's still going to be much closer to average, even slightly above average for some of us overall for tomorrow. So with the sunny skies in the morning, we'll see high temperatures eventually rising into the low 40s across the entirety of the area for Monday afternoon. 40 degrees in both La Crosse and Eau Claire. Light winds. Overall, a pretty pleasant and mild start to the week as we go into the first full week of March. And we're going to continue to see those temperatures rising all week long. Our average high now sitting at 38 degrees, so we'll be about 2 degrees above that, pretty close to average on Monday, but those temperatures continue to rise all the way through the end of the week until we crack into the 50s on Friday. Small chance that we can maybe see the 50s a little bit earlier on. Either way, whether it's 49 or 1 degree warmer at 50 degrees, we will be above average, especially once we get past Wednesday, and it'll stay above average all the way until about this time next week. We'll still be seeing high temperatures close to what we're looking at for Friday. Once we get into the 50s by the end of the week, we don't look to dip back down for multiple days in a row. So it'll feel a lot like springtime out there, both with the temperatures and with precipitation chances this week. We have a little bit of a more wet and active week ahead of us. Overall, not a whole lot of significant rainfall in the forecast, but we have a chance for rain. At least portions of the area have a chance for rain almost every single day this week. So let's start it out going into Monday night, transferring into Tuesday. We'll have a low chance of some rain, maybe even a wintry mix, as temperatures are going to be colder again towards the start of the week. But rain is really going to be that that main precipitation type all week long. Tuesday, seeing about a 30% chance of showers, mainly for folks further to the south. And then even as we go into Tuesday night and Wednesday, at the lower end of the rain chances, we're still seeing about a 20% chance. So never seen a 0 chance for rain all week long, although it does start to become a little bit more certain as we get towards the end of the week, both going into Thursday, eventually Thursday night and Friday. That's where we're seeing the most likely time for widespread precipitation across the entirety of the area. And that comes with that warm up as well. Again, reminder, on Friday, we see our high temperatures bumping into the 50s, so we'll see a slightly unseasonably warm and moist air mass move in on Friday. That means we could maybe even see a couple thunderstorms roaming through by the end of the week. Definitely nothing even close to severe, but enough juice in the atmosphere by the end of the week that we could produce a couple rumbles of thunder with that batch. So let's track it out on our long-range forecast again. First chance comes Monday night going into Tuesday, with a low chance of a wintry mix by Tuesday during the afternoon, though a lot of that turns to rain. Again, south of I-94, even south of I-90 for the most part. Clouds clear out by Wednesday, then we'll have a little bit of a break, seeing some more sunshine until another chance, mainly, again, south of I-90 as we go into Thursday. So for much of this week, a lot of the rain is going to be staying further to the south until we get into Friday with those widespread showers and even, again, the chance for a thunderstorm or two to be popping around in there as well across the entirety of the area. Once we get into the weekend, then temperatures still stay into the 50s, and we could even continue to warm as we go into Sunday and next Monday, highs returning back into the upper 50s. So a really warm week ahead of us, and temperatures really just keep on rising every single day.
At this point, it could rain every day as long as it's not snow. I'll take it.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thanks, Nicole. Coming up next in sports, a recap of all the high school action this weekend, plus the Bucks looking to get back on track as they take on the Chicago Bulls. Kate is in next with sports.
A morning show that's built just for you. Headlines, weather, and just the right amount of fun.
We're gonna try to sled here. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Sledding.
Oh my God, this is actually really fast. No.
News 8 Now this morning. We'll see you when you wake up.
The hot, crispy filet o fish. You either love it or you haven't tried it yet.
Hurry in and get 2 Filet-O-Fish sandwiches for just $7.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Get in. I'm future you.
Constipation with belly pain again, right? Our doctor figured it out. She said it's IBS-C, and Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess is not a laxative. It's a once daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements, and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating.
Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Imagine, what could relief from IBS-C mean for you? Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn how AbbVie and Ironwood could help you save.
Improve your home, improve your life. More choices, lower prices. The 28th Annual Early Bird Home Show, only at the Board Store. Enjoy factory direct pricing on Provia replacement windows and doors installed by the region's only Provia certified installer. For 36 years, the Board Store has made superior quality replacement windows and doors affordable to homeowners like you. You deserve the best, and our 28th Annual Early Bird Home Show is a great time to get started. Visit our showroom, call, or meet us online.
Is your band ready to take off? It's time to rock onsen, a first-of-its-kind garage band competition for 7th to 12th grade Wisconsin students. Youth Garage Bands rock in Wisconsin. Put your licks and lyrics to the test and record a video of your best song. Then submit it at rockonsen.org along with your application. Registration is free. The top 10 garage bands statewide will compete at the state finals on a Summerfest stage. Apply now at rockonsen.org. Rock Onsen, Wisconsin.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
It's been a rough season for the Milwaukee Bucks, still without their best player in Giannis Antetokounmpo, and the team currently on the outside of the playoff picture. So if they want to make the play-in game, then they're going to find a new gear. A chance to do that tonight as they take on the Chicago Bulls. Jump to the second half. Bucks up 2, Rollins finds Bobby Portis in the paint. That's good. Milwaukee goes up 4, and Portis was just heating up. Later, how about a 3-ball? That's cash. Bucks up 7. But things would go south in the fourth quarter. Milwaukee would get outscored 33-8 in the final frame. Yes, just 8 points in that fourth quarter for the Bucks as they fall 120-97. They are now 3 games back from the 10 seed. We also had 2 of the best in the West facing off as the Timberwolves faced the Nuggets. Early on, Nikola Jokic showing why he's one of the best in the league up against Rudy Gobert, and Jokic makes him look silly. Denver in front, but later in the half, the Timberwolves battle back, and they go to their superstar. Anthony Edwards knocks down the 3, a part of a 12-0 run for Minnesota, and in the second half, the lead would only grow. Naz Reid putting the moves on the defense bucket plus the foul as Minnesota gets a big win over Denver, 117-108. Well, in case you missed it, we had a bunch of high school postseason action yesterday afternoon, so why not do a little recap? Starting with state wrestling, I was in Madison for all 3 days of this, and yesterday we had 3 of our area athletes take home a state title, starting with Riley Hanrahan of Black River Falls. The junior claimed this her second state title of her career, winning by Tech Fall. On the boys' side, the Aquinas Blue Golds had 2 champions, including senior Tyson Martin. He broke his arm in the semifinals last year, but back to the finals this year, and he would claim that gold as he takes it 4-1. And at 126-pound sophomore Martez Sheard claimed his first state title, winning 9-4, and even had one of the best celebrations of the night. Check that out. Wow. All right. Also, yesterday we had girls basketball teams win some regional championships. So let's take a look at some of the sectional semifinal games set for this upcoming Thursday. First, in Division II, La Crosse Central will take on top-seeded Rice Lake. That location still to be determined. In Division III, top-seeded Aquinas Blue Golds facing off with Wisconsin Dells High School. That one's set to be played in Reedsburg. Then in Division IV, the second-seeded Luther Knights will face off with Partyville down in Baraboo. We've got 2 Division V games, including an all-area game between top-seeded Independence Gilmanton and DeSoto. That'll be played in Arcadia. Then Olivas Drum will look to remain perfect on the season as they will play in Altoona. Again, all games set to be played on Thursday. Well, Wisconsin's West Coast road trip ended in a win yesterday afternoon. The Badgers took down Washington in convincing fashion. Wisconsin put up 90 points, and 32 of them were scored by Braden Carrington, who wasn't even a starter. He came in off the bench and lit it up, knocking down 9 3-pointers. A much-needed win as Wisconsin dropped their game to Oregon earlier in the week. So with just 2 games remaining in the regular season, the Badgers are sitting at 12-6 in Big Ten play. That has them in a tie with Purdue for 5th, but if the Badgers can take down Maryland this week, then they'll have a chance to defeat Purdue on their own court to end this season. The Big Ten tournament set to start on Tuesday, March 10th, but the Badgers' first game will likely be on Thursday, March 12th. Tomorrow, we've got the D3 basketball selection shows, men's at noon, followed by the women at 1:30. Both UWL teams guaranteed a spot as both teams won their conference tournament, and I think the men will be a host site, but we will find out tomorrow. That'll do it for sports. More news after the break.
With Maxwell White's new zero-dig sewer lining technology, we can repair your main drain line from the inside. No torn-up lawns, no destroyed driveways, no mess. Contact Maxwell White today and experience the zero-dig advantage.
It's time to nominate your favorite business for Best of La Crosse County. Make your nominations in each category now through March 9th. The top 5 in each category will move on to the final round. Go to bestoflacrossecounty.com.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
At Cordell's Automotive, we fix everything from oil changes to engine repairs. Our expert team is here for you. With 7 convenient locations, quality service is always close to home. Book your appointment today at CordellsAuto.net. Cordell's Automotive, keeping you on the road with confidence.
Ready for coffee, creativity, and boutiques buzzing with style? The Buzz and Boutique Guide is your excuse to spend the day exploring downtown La Crosse. Kick things off at Grounded Patio Cafe, where the coffee is strong, the patio is calling, and the energy gets downtown buzzing. Then step into Urban Shoetique for statement shoes and accessories that instantly level up your look. Wander into Drift Mercantile for effortlessly cool clothing, gifts, and finds you didn't plan on buying but absolutely will. At Touch of Class, discover timeless style and thoughtfully curated pieces that never go out of fashion. While Dale's Clothing delivers classic looks and personal service that makes everyone feel like a regular. Got a big event coming up? The Wedding Tree has you covered for weddings, formal wear, and celebrations of all kinds. Then swing by All Glazed Up to get creative, try something new, and make something uniquely yours. Find more guides at lacrossedowntown.com.
We are the Dillos. We are from Northern Kentucky. Being out in a rural area, coverage is pretty hit and miss with other carriers. So switching to T-Mobile solved a lot of problems that we had.
I'm able to use T-Satellite now. We've got coverage no matter where we're at.
America's best network meets off-the-grid satellite coverage with T-Satellite. And now switch to T-Mobile and get free phones for $0 down. Plus 4 lines for only $25 per month per line.
Better service, better price, win-win.
Have you checked your sump pump lately? After a big rain, basement flooding can significantly damage your home. Stay ahead and dry with a call to Maxwell White. We have standard pumps along with battery backup systems in case you lose power. Prevent future damage. Contact Maxwell White today.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Over in Green Bay, instead of skates hitting the ice, it's paws making the plays.
That's right. One of the Green Bay Gamblers' most popular traditions returned this weekend, the annual Wiener Dog Race. The fan favorite event was sold out, with Dachshunds racing across the ice during the Gamblers game against the Youngstown Phantoms, giving hockey fans and dog lovers plenty to cheer about both on and off the rink. 30 wiener dogs participated in this year's race. Well, I am from the Green Bay area, and I have been to many Gamblers games, and I am so sad I missed out on this one. This one looks so cute. I didn't even know that was a thing.
I totally missed the part that there was a hockey game going on. I saw the crowd, and I thought everyone was just there to
Everyone
watch
is
the
just
dogs.
there to cheer on the little doggies.
I mean, I don't blame them. That's so cute. Okay, I'll have another look at your forecast coming up right after the break.
Don't miss Home's preferred customer event. Get up to an extra 15% off sale prices, plus 3-year special financing on your favorite furniture brands in bedroom, dining room, living room, and mattresses. The preferred customer event, only at Home Furniture.
Can your floor stand up to this? At Sealands Carpetland, we know how hard your family can be in your home. You need a flooring that can stand up to mud, pets, and a crew like this. Don't sacrifice beauty for function. We'll help you find the perfect flooring to fit your lifestyle and budget. Come in and see our huge selection of luxury vinyl and tile. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley, where our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Hi.
Hi. Chocolate fundraiser.
With the Chase mobile app, things move a little more smoothly. Deposit checks easily and send money quickly. That's convenience from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
It's time to nominate your favorite business for Best of La Crosse County. Make your nominations in each category now through March 9th. The top 5 in each category will move on to the final round. Go to bestoflacrossecounty.com.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
When you need shockingly good service, call Sparks Electric in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Guaranteed to call you back within 1 business day. Sparks Electric. Sparking confidence, powering peace of mind.
Better hearing is a better life.
The service at Better Hearing Center couldn't be better. I know I have called many times and they always say, well, come on in. The Audibel hearing aid that I have is remarkable. I don't have any feedback. I don't even know if I'm wearing them. I have to feel to make sure I put them on in the morning because they're so comfortable. I highly recommend Better Hearing Center.
Better Hearing Center, 11th and Main on Alaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
Spring is just around the corner, and right now at Home Seasonal Concepts, get a free custom order patio fabric upgrade from select top outdoor furniture brands. Plus, get up to 15% off sale prices and 3-year special financing on porch and patio at Home Seasonal Concepts.
Well, we have no days this week where we will be staying below freezing, so we'll have significant snow melt. I mean, a lot of the area really doesn't have a lot of snow left, but with that narrow band that we saw yesterday, I would not be surprised if it's gone in a couple days, because we have the 50s looming in the forecast already by next weekend, maybe even edging near the low 60s for some of us. It's going to be very nice outside.
It sounds great, but I just have a bad feeling it's gonna get cold again.
That's true.
Can't
Keep our hopes up too long here. All right, thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.